Making pots. Pottery. Early man used to move from one place to place in search of food. After a long time, man learned to grow food. As man practiced agriculture, he started producing more and more grains. He now needed to store these grains. He stored grains in vessels. Man started making vessels. These were used for cooking food and storing grains. Such vessels were made of clay. The art of making things out of clay is called pottery. Vessels were made by adding water to the clay and making it soft. Early man rolled the clay between the palms of his hands and made it into a long coil. This he made into a ring. He made a pot by putting the rings one on the top of the other. This pot was then dried into the sun and put in fire. This was known as firing pottery. When the potter's wheel was invented, making pots became easier. As time passed, the potter's wheel became better and better. Today electric wheel is used, which has made pot making much faster. Steps in making a pot on potter's wheel. Making a pot on potter's wheel. It is actually fun to shape a pot on potter's wheel. You need to keep one hand inside and one outside of the clay. The pot has to be shaped upward. It has to be shaped in the exact center of the wheel. The pot is then removed from the wheel by running a thin wire under it. The pot is now ready for the fire in the kiln. A kiln is a kind of oven in which pots are placed to separate them from the fire. Pots are heated at very high temperatures and taken out only when they are cool. Before the potter's wheel was invented, all pots were made with hand. Types of pots. A coiled pot. Coils are made and then formed into rings. These rings are placed one on top of the other to form a pot. A pinch pot. Clay is taken and pinched between the fingers and thumb to form the shape. A basket top. Clay is put into a basket. Each time a pot has to be made, a new basket is prepared as the basket gets burnt during the firing of the pot. Try making a coiled pot and a pinch pot with wheat flour or dough from the kitchen. Can you name a few pottery items you have seen at home? What are they used for? Pottery can also be glazed. This makes it smooth. It is very shiny and mostly colorful. 4 steps are needed to make any kind of pottery. Making the clay ready. Shaping the clay. Decorating the pot or vessel made. Firing the vessel.